Dun, 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 dun. Love and Hip Hop, Season 7, Episode 3, Chest Pains. Tonight's episode, it started off with Kimbella and Juelz. Juelz was at his home studio that they talked about, and he was, doing his thing, and Kimbella walks in. She basically, trying to, smooth things over because, she do feel like she may have overreacted in the studio. And he all like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know that I messed up in the past, but, I want to be with you. I'm not worried about the chicks in the studio, and everything should be gravy over here. So Kimbella, she all nice and everything, and she like, yeah, Juelz, he spoils me, so they a happy couple. Drewski, DJ Drewski, he's with his girl Sky, and they, are together, and they've been together for a while, and she used to be a lot bigger than what she is now. She lost over 60 pounds, and they have decided to launch a business together called Stripping Fitness, and it's going to help people. It's like a club kind of atmosphere. He going to be like DJing or something like that. It's a pretty good idea. The song that Drewski was talking about is called Make It Official, and he does, really want Bianca on the song for whatever reason. It's all these artists out here, these rappers, singers and stuff, so I wonder why he supposedly need Bianca so bad, but hey, you like what you like. Sky, she's heard about, Bianca and that they had a relationship in the past, and, she basically don't want nothing, crazy, no shenanigans to be going on. And he all like, nah, I'm just working or whatever, I don't want to do nothing with her, just a little bit of flirting. Come to find out, the girl ends up calling the phone, and Bianca talking about, I miss you, I'm at the studio, and I'm writing a song about you, talking about I miss you this, I miss you that. And Sky, she like, what? And the reason why she's hearing the conversation is because she's going to tell Drewski to put the conversation on speaker. Now, instead of her talking to Bianca and being like, why are you, writing songs for my man in the studio, and finding out right on the phone at that time that Drewski's calling her phone and they talking and he's calling her the assistant and whatnot. But no, she listened to the conversation, and he ends up mentioning while he was talking to Bianca on the phone and had it on speaker, because he right with his girl, he was like, yeah, this song, the Make It Official song, is about, my girlfriend, Sky, and all that. She was like, what? When I saw you the other day, she was just your assistant. Well, we all saw in the episode that he did call his assistant his girlfriend as well, and they've been together for a while. So Bianca is acting a little funny, but DJ Drewski, he's a little weird too, because later on in the episode they end up meeting up, and she got her shopping bags or whatever, and she ends up putting them in the car because they were having a conversation and he wanted her to hear the Make It Official song. And so she all like acting all sedity and whatnot, and he, going along with it. They all hugging, and in the end, by the time she got in the car, because he was going to give her a ride because the bags was already in there, they end up hugging in the car, and he like kissed her on the neck, or just at least made the kiss sound. And I'm like, now you got a girl. I don't want my man to, just because he working and stuff, to end up having to be hugging random chicks, or even chicks from his past that he did anything with. Because you working, or it's what you got to do, that means you're going to be hugging them, kissing them on the neck and stuff. I don't think that's kosher. I really don't. Oh, and then when he was talking to Sky at some point, and they was going back and forth, he's like, why you ODing? I never heard that before. That's something new. And in this episode, I heard a couple of little words. I'm like, what? Where they get this from? They trying to sneak some new slang in, because Samantha and Erica, one of Mandisi's other baby mothers, at first I didn't even want to mention her name, but she made sure, because she's the one that started with troll, calling Yandy the troll. I don't understand, because by the end of the episode, I'm like, why are they blaming Yandy? I'm going to tell you that in a little bit, but I just want to talk about the troll. In the end of it all, Samantha was like, I don't want Trolly to come to our meeting. And I was like, dang, I ain't never heard Trolly before. That was kind of funny. But anyway, Yandy, she meets up with Judy. Judy is the grandmother to all of the kids or whatever. That's Mandisi's mom. And they having a conversation, and Mandisi's mom got some news basically saying that Samantha's not a good mother. Instead of spending her time with her child, she drops the baby off at her mother's house. And I'm not sure, um is that Samantha's mother? Because I thought when she ended up in the end of the show going in the ambulance, she was just like, oh, Kim is having a heart attack, not my mom is, having a heart attack. So I don't know, even if you're not close to your mom in like a situation like that, it seems like you'd be talking about mommy this, mommy that, not calling your mother by the first name. But hey, families are different. But while they're Yandy basically letting her know that I don't really have no problems with none of these baby mothers. I just want everything to run smooth. All I want is to care for the kids, and the children already lost their father. They're not gonna see him for a while, so she wants to make this situation uh, as I don't know what word to use, as smooth as she possibly can make it, even though it'll never be smooth because the father's not there. So, Yandy, she just want to be Yandy. She really don't want to have to go through the drama. But that's what you get, because it's not like, she found out after she had her first child about him having multiple baby mothers. She knew from the beginning. She was with him for years while he had these other kids and everything. So it's a choice that was made, so you can't cry over spilled milk. Is that how the saying go? Yeah. So Sky, I feel like she's a pretty cute lady, and she ends up deciding that even though she knows that it's Drewski's song, she said the song is about her, and so she's taking it upon herself to find another female to be the female voice in the song instead of Bianca, because she feels like Bianca is being disrespectful towards her by knowing that Drewski has a woman and still like trying to go at him. So she knows Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn is cool with Bianca, and she basically wants to get her on the track. So that's how Mariah Lynn comes in, episode 3. And she's saying her life is good. She doesn't work with Ra Ali no more, and she's a free agent. So, she's not working with nobody, but her music is still what she's into. Her mom is okay. She, obviously, the baby's okay that the mother had last season, so everything is all good. So Sky meets her and tells her that, me and Drewski having a little bit of problems because he got some girl calling the phone. And it didn't reveal that it was Bianca, at that meeting. But she does know Bianca's name. She does know that Drewski and Bianca knew each other in the past, but she didn't say that. So it was like, she was just saying this girl, this girl. So Mariah Lynn doesn't know that the girl that she's talking about is her friend Bianca. And she was just like, dang, she don't like that chicks be trying to take other people's dudes and whatnot. So she, at this point, acting like she don't really like the chick. But in a little while, when she meets up with Cardi B, that's when she finds out that it's Bianca. Yeah, so she kind of wants the track, but like I said, she don't know that it's Bianca's track at this point, or Drewski is asking her to be on the track. Next scene, Snoop meets up with Juelz to talk about her hardships with her relationship with J. Adrian, and her bouncing up on countertops or whatever, arguing with her, being insecure, jealous within their relationship. And they've been together for a year, and she wants it to work out, but she can't, take the drama, you know what I'm saying? Even though she getting fed strawberries, you know what I'm saying? She just feels like it's innocent flirting, and that the girlfriend shouldn't be worried about it, even though the information is going to spread through social media. And if she doesn't see it in social media, her son or somebody in Chicago can end up seeing that podcast and end up calling her and being like, dang, what kind of relationship you in? So I'm a little bit, like, Snoop, what you talking about? You need to let your girlfriend know that you getting yourself involved in situations that would lead to your significant other to question what's going on. You should have told him, man, I was, on this podcast or whatever, and I'm feeding strawberries, getting fed strawberries. That's all you had to do, but you didn't do it. So she wants Juelz to meet up with the Sophie Green, the one in the strawberry situation that's going on. And Juelz is like, dang, now you want to throw me in the mix. And he was like, well, as long as no strawberries involved, I can go ahead and meet up with her. What do you got to meet up with her for? Why don't you just listen to the music and that's it? But he going to meet up with her. And, if Kim Bella finds out about that, So, Yandy, when Judy and Yandy met up and Judy gave her all the information, Yandy was like, she got to meet up with Kim ASAP, and that's exactly what she did. And she told Kim what Judy told her, and Kim ended up, tossing the table, flipping the table or whatever, getting mad, talking about we need people to be honest in the situation, you know what I'm saying? But kind of find out, Yandy was just telling what she heard. So then Kim decides that she wants to have a meeting with her daughter, the other baby mother, and Judy to discuss what the truth really is. Let me get to that in a second. Cardi B and Mariah Lynn meet up, and that's when Mariah Lynn finds out that Bianca is the woman, the female that Sky's talking about trying to get up on her man. And she all like, we gotta have them all meet up at the launch party that they having for the Stripping Fitness event that's coming up. So that's what ends up happening. And Cardi B talks about her little run-in with Swift and saying that she likes everything about him. He's very supportive. And, she do kind of want to holler at him. But this is while she still doesn't know that he has a girlfriend that is foreign from London. And she about to go on tour with her music, and they gonna be on a tour bus together. So yeah, she trying to figure out what she want to do. And Mariah Lynn was like, okay girl, do what you gotta do, and let's go to this launch party and see what the real deal is. And then Cardi B was like, yeah, I'm ready to investigate, get my Scooby-Doo on. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! I love me some Scooby-Doo. Anyway, so yeah, back to Kim and them. Kim got her daughter, and they sitting at the bar, and I wonder, like, did you not talk to your daughter on the phone, and talk about the situation? But they were able to talk to meet up at this bar to film this show. She acted like she didn't know about the situation, because Samantha's like, what's going on? And then Kim said what, her and Yandy went through, and how she ended up, tossing the table and stuff and everything. And Kim was like, what? That's what happened? You didn't know the situation? Like, I would rather them act like they were coming to meet up with the baby mother and Judy and stuff, but at least that Samantha didn't come to the bar not knowing until she got to the bar what was going on and what Yandy said, Judy had said about the situation. But she acted real surprised, so I thought that was kind of whack. The other baby mother comes in, and she just don't like Yandy, period. I think she thinks she took my man kind of stuff, because she just thinks that Yandy is the reason for all the drama, and if Yandy wasn't around, everything would be good. That is Erica's point of view on the whole situation. DC was supposed to be in jail. Yandy was. Yandy was the drug trafficker. She did everything wrong, and it's Yandy's fault that he in jail right now. So Judy comes, and she basically like, hey, I don't know. I just know that I want the best for my grandchild, and at this point, the best is not being given to my grandchild because he don't get to see his siblings and stuff. And it seems like you baby mothers, because Yandy is the wife, you baby mothers are keeping the children away from Yandy. And it's not right, because she does care about the kids, and the baby mother's just looking all stupid. And Kim like, we gotta be honest about this, and then all of a sudden she getting chest pains, and Judy is the first one that gets really concerned, and she, you can hear her talking about like what the first steps to do to help the situation. But yeah, she ends up having a heart attack, and Judy is standing with Erica, and she said, hey, it could be, at the snap of fingers, things can go way left. So, she ends up going to the hospital, and we never heard about on the blogs or anything that the mother died. So I guess she's gonna be all right from that situation. Jay Adrian, she met up with Kimbella at the park. Kimbella was at the park with her kids, putting them in the swing, and so Jay Adrian, she comes to the park without her son because he's in Chicago, and she basically wants to vent and basically be like, I left everything behind to be with this lady, in this relationship, and she acting real stupid, and I feel like a fool because I left my son to be in a relationship with somebody. She never been in a lesbian relationship before in her life, and it's not working the way she thought it was going to be, so she crying and stuff, and she's sad. And if that wasn't acting, that's a sad scene, and I hope that she ends up getting some kind of job, something ends up working out for her before the end of the season, so she can have a reason for being in New York, leaving her son behind, especially if it doesn't work out with Snoop, because Snoop already said that she's trying to take a break. Anything else to say about this situation? Oh, okay, the last part. They go to the strip and fitness launch party. All the girls show up. Well, Bianca's the last one to show up. Drewski and Sky, they happy, everything is going good and everything. Cardi B and Mariah Lynn, they coming and they smiling, doing their thing. And they like, well, we waiting for Bianca. Bianca shows up, Sky sees her, Sky's pissed. She's like, now I didn't invite her, what is she doing here? So she goes over to basically confront her, wondering why she calling the phone, singing songs. That he got a girl and all that, so why you doing that? And Bianca's like, you're not a wife, so I'm gonna do what I wanna do. I'm gonna keep calling him. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. And I'm like, dang, Bianca is really disappointing me. But yeah, he not married, but that he living with, sleeping with, doing all the stuff that you not doing with somebody else, and you just don't care. You want to be that person. You want to take that person's place. Like, I don't know. I don't know how come it's so easy for females to feel like that's okay. So Sky basically letting her know to stop calling, and she's not gonna stop calling. Mariah Lynn, she's sitting back looking, seeing what's going on, because Bianca's her friend, but she do want to work with Sky and DJ Drewski, so she's staying out of it, trying to stay neutral. Not Cardi B. Cardi B is like, she asking all the questions. She putting everything out there. She letting Drewski know he the one being whacked, because you shouldn't even be letting the situation go on. So Cardi B was doing her friend part, but she was talking more than Bianca, but maybe Bianca was a little too hyped. She wasn't going to say nothing without having a bad attitude. So maybe it was Cardi B's place to try to just put everything out there. A lot of cussing and everything was going on, and crazy stuff, and basically we're going to see later on in the season, if it's not the next episode, Sky going to throw some bread at Bianca talking about because she a bird. So yeah, that's basically it. Kim had a heart attack. Something went on with her heart while they were talking about Lil Mandesis. So we're going to find out what's going on next week. So that's Love and Hip Hop, New York, Season 7, Episode 3. Still haven't seen Peter Gunz. No Remy Ma in this episode. Papoose. No Rich Dollars. Everybody was, not too many people was in the episode tonight. I watched the Divas Holiday Unsilent Night. That was kind of cute, but I was also watching the second half of the Showtime at the Apollo. That was good. Yeah, it's a little late because I was watching the other shows. I saw Martha and Snoop, and they did the on the 12th day of Christmas, they did that song in the end, and that was kind of funny.